What's up, Eagle Empire? Ted McCoart here with you for another Tuesday TED Talk. Now, you may have heard about the great success of the Morehead State cheerleading program, 47 national titles, and the hashtag Doan Dynasty. This year, the Eagles added 2 more trophies to that trophy case, taking home first place in partner stunt and co-ed. Now, on those teams were Morehead State cheerleaders Keyshawn LeFlore and Raven Marti. Today, I sat down with Keyshawn and Raven to talk about their national champions in partner stunt and co-ed, and also about them becoming viral internet sensations overnight, as their partner stunt routine has been seen by over 9 million people worldwide. And we're now joined by Keyshawn LeFlore and Raven Marti from the Morehead State cheerleading squad, national champions, who are pretty much a viral internet sensation also in their own rights right now. Quite the whirlwind of a week you guys had. Let's talk about that first. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, winning partner stunt on the Friday, and then coming out Saturday and winning your co-ed team division. By Tuesday, you guys are just all over the internet. I know someone tweeted it out, and I think the video's up to 9 million views now. I think one of you guys were saying that before. What's that been like, Keyshawn? That ride, and then you can answer after, Raven.
It's been a crazy feeling. Starting from Friday, winning partner stunt is something I can't even fathom right now still. And then turning around Saturday and winning with my team is an even greater feeling. It started really from, I'd say 2 weeks before Friday, kind of just imagining the whole weekend, manifesting everything, and it actually happening. So it's insane.
Yeah, it's definitely super crazy. It's not really something I feel like you can explain, but we definitely wanted to start the weekend off right and definitely just create a good vibe going into the rest of the weekend for the next win, and I feel like we did that. So,
Keyshawn, you said something that I found interesting. You guys were kind of thinking about it the week before, manifesting. I'd say, is that something that goes into these weekends, these big competitions? You guys have to practice it here in your practice facility, and then just see it through into those competitions. How much focus and just seeing it out, like you said, does that take going into those?
So we like to say, practice how you perform. You want to practice like you're gonna win. The mindset you have to have is like a Morehead mentality. Winning goes into everything. The practices are rough, I'd like to say, but the hard work we put in really shows.
I think it's just important to prepare yourself for the experience of partner stunt, because you're out there by yourself in front of everyone, because it is before team stuff that happens. A lot of other schools come and watch you as well. So I think it's important to position yourself in a place to be prepared and visualize what it's going to be like to be on that floor by yourself, so that you can put yourself in the best position to perform your skills the way that you want to perform them.
Now, I know in your guys' routine, you guys were doing some things that have never been done before, correct? I mean, it was pretty crazy, at least at this level. Some things that some people had never done before. What I think one of the coolest things about the video are the UCA people in the background that are just freaking out. I mean, what did you guys see whenever you went back and watched your guys' stunt? What did you guys think you guys just hit it perfect, or is there anything you guys liked differently? Raven, you seem like you're ready to go.
It's like a very surreal experience. I remember popping off on my last stunt and just being like, whoa, that just happened, because we definitely wanted to execute it a very certain way. And so, like I said, we visualized the whole time before, and to realize that we at least had come close to what we wanted it to be, it was just it was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. We popped off, and I stood there for a second, couldn't believe that we hit. And Mark, he told me, he was like, yeah, you just kind of stood there blank. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know what happened. And then after we ran off the stage and kind of watched it, I still couldn't believe that we hit. And I was watching the spotter that was next to us, and his face was just in disbelief of all the stunts we were doing. So that was a crazy feeling. And
usually in this competition, majority of people end up dropping. So it's crazy to hit, and then it's also crazy to hit the way you wanted to.
Yes. So you guys, I think, was 5 different stunts you guys went through on that? I mean,
6 or 7.
Six different states, and it was impressive, and just see how quickly you guys went through it. I mean, do you have to just to have that in a routine? It almost has to be muscle memory doing something like that quick.
Lots of practice.
Lots of trust.
Yeah, lots of trust too. Muscle memory, like you said, and just a lot of finesse too. People don't realize that.
With your partner, working on that same stunt a bunch of times, so you really can't get it wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. How many times had you guys worked on that exact routine, and how long? When was that kind of that first envisioned? You guys laid it out and said, "Here's what we're going to do," and how long was that before the timeline up to when you guys actually executed it there in Orlando?
So funny story. We had decided to do partner stunt when it first came out, and we had this routine. And then
to send in a tape to qualify, so that was all the way back in like October. But from then until October, you're training all the way up until the event in January. And
we didn't practice a whole lot, so we kind of took ourselves out of partner stunt. And the week before partner stunt, we were like, "Hey, Mark, do you think we can get back in this?" And we didn't have a routine. So we sat down with our spotter, Riley, and we kind of just, for 10 minutes, thought of a routine. And after that 10 minutes, we hit it the first try. And I think we've only hit it like 3 times before actually doing it out there. Yeah. So that's pretty crazy.
That's pretty incredible. Then the next day, you guys just go out as a full team, co-ed team, and win that. And that had to be pretty special also to win it with all of your teammates, and talk about how special that was.
It's definitely great. Like we said, we wanted to start the weekend off right, and we feel like that helped carry like good vibes into the next day. And we wanted to execute. So it was really special winning with this team because we did compete something that was never done before. This team is really hardworking, and we all really love each other, so that even added to the win even more.
For me, I think it was a little bit more special because out of my 4 or 5 years here in college and just like doing cheerleading in the cheer world, that's all I wanted to do was win with a whole team, and to finally be able to do that was something that I couldn't think of it. Like it was amazing.
It's awesome to be able to have like an individual experience, but also to share it with like 20 other people is even better because the energy is so high and the win is even better.
Let's talk about the team, Morehead State Cheer as a whole now. You look around in here and you look around at the trophy cases out there, and they're just filled with these UCA championships, and the Doan dynasty certainly is real, and it's alive. And I know, Keyshawn, you said you from Florida and started your actual cheer career just down the road at Kentucky, and you're from Oregon, and not as much of a cheer legacy out there on the West Coast, but you found your way here to Morehead State. Raven, we'll start with you. When you heard about Morehead State and you saw Morehead State, tell people about the first time you heard about them and what made you really want to come here and be a part of this just great history in cheer.
So actually at my first UCA Nationals, when I went to Washington State my first year, I watched Nick Lutz and Jesse Aiello win partner stunt that year in 2017, and I just remember being like, whoa, cheerleading like this exists. It's crazy that those types of skills can exist, and I just remember it becoming a dream right then, like I want to be them. I want to be them someday, and it's crazy that they won that year. And then I basically went and visited a couple months later, and just this feeling when you walk into the room, the championship banners, the mentality, like you said, you go into it, everyone is super welcoming here at the same time. And my first practice, I learned 3 new skills. And so it really just like envelops you, and I feel like as soon as I came here, I didn't have any choice but to stay.
Yeah, like my journey started in Florida, and my coach, I didn't really take cheer seriously until the 12th grade, and my coach started to seeing me like get really good, and so she was like, Keyshawn, you should go to Kentucky, and that's how it kind of all started. Went over to Kentucky, met a great group of people over there, and after my second year, I kind of just didn't know what I wanted to do, so I took a break off. And then someone from Morehead DM'd me, and he was like, hey, you should come here, finish school, and just come to this amazing program. And I checked it out, and this was an insane program, championships everywhere, great group of people again. So I wanted to take my chances, and glad I came. Glad I came.
Yeah, I'm certainly that Coach Mark Coleman's glad you guys both ended up here. And you're talking about Kentucky, I want to say something. I talked to Coach Coleman, last week after you guys won. He said it's really neat because this is one of those years where you guys in Kentucky compete in different divisions. It's incredible, too, that these two programs set, 60 minutes away from each other, and they just dominate the world of cheer. He said this year is one of those years where, he thinks that we would have defeated Kentucky in their division because of some of the things we did. I mean, that's got to be pretty special to you guys. Do you guys think about that?
You want to take this?
Well, UK is absolutely amazing, and they are also have like a gold standard of cheerleading. So the goal is definitely always to be better than them because they're that amazing and that good. So yeah, it was awesome to be able to compete skills that are up to par with them, possibly.
Anything on that?
I won't say anything, but we would have given them a run for their money.
That's what I like to hear. All right. So now, let's talk a little bit about Coach Coleman and coming here. You said the first day here you learned 3 new skills. What's it like cheering for Coach Coleman? I know he's here. He just got back from Finland. He's the assistant coach for the Finnish national team. What's it like competing for Coach Coleman?
Mark is awesome. Mark is super supportive, and Mark sets up a lot of opportunities for us. I know he's helped Keyshawn out a lot, just in life, and me in life a lot. I feel like we definitely have a trusting relationship with him and vice versa, and that makes it even better being here.
Mark is everywhere. His head is everywhere. He's a great guy, amazing guy, great coach, great person to be around, family man, for sure. Helps everybody out. I mean, he's one of the best coaches I've ever had, and that's really all I can say about him.
Guys, to close out, I just kind of want to, talk to you guys, ask you guys about what you're doing here at Morehead State. Academically, I know that you both are near the end of your academic careers here. So, Keyshawn, if you want to start, and then Raven, you guys can just kind of tell people, what you guys are looking to do academically wise, finishing out your time here at Morehead.
So this semester I'll be taking it off, but I'll be bringing it back next semester. Majoring in psychology, so trying to get my own practice with that. So hopefully, look out for me.
I'm a sociology major, and I definitely want to help young people when I'm done in some way. Keep it short.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations on all your success here, and you guys will be back for hopefully one more year of competition and hopefully a few more trophies to bring back to the Doan Dynasty here at Morehead State Cheer. I really appreciate you guys. Before you guys go, you guys want to shout anybody special out there that may be watching?
Hi, Mom.
My parents, and also our whole team, our whole program, our alumni, Mark, #28, #13. That's all.
All right, Raven, Keyshawn, we really appreciate you joining us here for this Tuesday TED Talk. And this is Ted McCoart. You guys can follow MSU Eagles on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at MSU Eagles, and also make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to check out every Tuesday TED Talk episode. Thanks, guys.